Ebusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the dey kan obodi answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi.
You know, it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.
See how before my demonstration. Now, Sasemwe APA ewo ewiase bibia CNN, BBC, obi aka ho asem. Eye nipa 53 na NPP aban led by Godfrey Dame, Akuffo Addo Bawumia mo say yemfo mo kogu afiase. E de na omaye, de omaye nyina ne say yesi omo ye yekire. Omo ye yekire se de galamsey no eku Ghana, se Ghana nsuo eku nkwara sebio omo ye mbebunu a omo ni future because nsuo omo be nom no na Akuffo Addo ne de na aban we edi Ghana nim se nsuo. Enti mbebunu we ekwa abontene na omo ka se omo koye yekire, omo ye yekire ne yenku nipa. Omo ye yekire ya nheka, omo ye yekire ya mbo police ni tuo. Omo ye yekire ya nche obi okuta jan. Omo ye yekire ya nche obi okuta tuo. Omo ye yekire oman ku Ghana ni. Omo ye yekire sebio oman sei edien obi ejapade. Yeso omo ye yekire ma obi akotu police for kaki. Yeso omo ye yekire ema barricade yato no omo woso no ema na ebubu. Enti nipa 53 under a certificateless foolish party a president bi afre Akuffo Addo die nim. Omo say Ghana for 53 no yemfo mu nyina nkogu edien remand 53 young Ghanaians. Inti say who study story now busa won say fine. So police for na omo chenkwara no na a mistake. And I say the Attorney General or prosecuting case no and or political. What about the judges sitting on the case? That's the question you need to be asking. Because I will say John Mahama releases a statement speaking against this action, which is bad because their fundamental human rights cannot be taken away from them. And we have heard stories of until you ask yourself, say, police for no, secondly, prosecutor no, say buying a prosecutor no, special attorney general no, honestly MPP ni. Na say judge not omutina case in the sune. What were the judges reading? Judges no omuti case in the suno. Oma adwene omudi book case no. Sebio yebese abusa say adwene ben na da omutima omudi book case no. That is the fundamental question. Into the process, all can be skewed. But when it gets to the court, you expect the court to be smarter than Omo forcefully or indirectly broke the law and brought these people in front of the court. Because the court should be the final brain to make a decision. You never say yes. So police for the dinkwasama yate. So Attorney General or appointee of Akuffo Addo dinkwasama, but the court cannot be infiltrated. The court will show, say, at least it is independent. Into questionnaire person busa say, judge now omutina case we suno. Omuka se nipa 53 we yam from kogu efiase for 2 weeks near the adeno. Ye busa say judge for no. Where are they coming from? How do they think? How do they make their judgments? Their principles and a guiding omojuma na omoye no. What are they looking out for? What are they actually trying to achieve? I want to say a problem, no. I want to say your issue, no echo, because when we have judges who, at the end of the day, know the law and deliberately decide to make sure say emrana I was say eye juma ebwa or no judge no ebwa eye Ghana ni no, the judge is somehow or maybe deliberately deciding to skew emrano to favor somebody, then we have to be very careful as a nation. When you see a Judge Evelyn Mensah Mami wei ena ote court wo ojeli nipa one judge ba ko friend Judge Kwabena Kodua Obriyeboa. These are the two judges. Now I can tell you, you see this woman Mami wei na opese ankobo nam one case ni guno. The judge who was trying to make sure say she is the one who did everything possible through the Attorney General, through the executive. She wanted to make the case foolish case. And the same woman. Now, the judge, Berman, friend of Kwabena, could be a Obriyeboa. Only the chairman to me, chairman to be friend. or no, what the case called him now it's got to do with chairman to me, it will not fly. I'll try and get you the picture of a Judge Bermano. What's I'm trying to find his picture for you. Evelyn Asamoah, sorry, that's her name. Evelyn Asamoah. Judge, we have Evelyn Asamoah. Sir Judge, when one case, I'm trying to get you the picture of Kwabena Kodua Obriyeboa. There are 2 judges, and I'm nipa 53, Akugu Edi and remand. Now you ask yourself, omu base span any day, are they working in favor of the government? Are they trying to make the case of the government better? Are they trying to suppress the fundamental human right of Ghanaians? Omu taxpayers, this judge Evelyn Asamoah, nam one case, so what's steady case? A judge win and now person say case. Judge, my friend Kwabena Kodua Obriyeboa, me nyana picture in there. I'll get his picture tomorrow, and I'll show you the judges Akuffo Addo, this administration, because this case does not make any sense. What did they do? Are they wrong in protesting against a government that is destroying our environment? The issue here is this could have been any misdemeanor. You could have said, okay, you are caught at a demonstration. We heard say some things were destroyed. All right, appear in court. You go and pay 300 Ghana, 400 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana. Go home. You are not supposed to hold these people captives to say they're criminals. What have they done wrong? When you come to the United States, when you come to DC, you hear demonstration, they be arrested, they be every day they go home. Because they don't see those things as a crime will be our committee. It is a spray now spray down and now police fence now chiano and now when the police in your scaffolds be any arrest they will make sure say you don't call a arrest they will write a charge for you, then you go home. Why are you holding these people like criminals? And this is a judge who decided to say the reason they didn't me more reason because prosecutor through the attorney general who was appointed by Akuffo Addo and working for Akuffo Addo, the idea in say tag these people as the NDC4. So that is what we are seeing in Ghana today. The judiciary needs to be overhauled seriously. Ghana, your problem, what you see, and not the executive, it is the judiciary. It is the court. In some ACC, a court, and the kind of judgment ayenya. Yetiana Kennedy Japan catch Chief Justice in India, and the whole judiciary so me and we are here, Kennedy Japan down in Ghana. Ya in Tumpo. We have seen things how Akuffo Addo's administration use court to set toilet paper using judges. Today, Yoni Kolendimu at criminal deals. We don't have a problem with that. We have young women like this leading this such a terrible idea, a terrible idea from a government that is dying. But the question I want to ask is say,
watching Juicy News on YouTube.
Why now was he blame?
You are watching
Who is supposed to be blamed for this?
Hot news all time.
Now I want you to listen to this video. The
matter of time before Ghana is destroyed. It's falling down before our eyes. You and I, we know it. Every day, any year, unless we stand up, any year, Ghana is falling. And it's up to you and I to get up and make our minds. And I speak to the person on the street, the person in the market, voting just because they are voting. You don't even know the policies. You ask somebody, you say, as for me, I'm Bawumia, for me, I'm find out. You know what they are coming to do for us. What do they have for us? They don't think about us. They don't want to share their spoils and go. It is the Ghana we are building. This is the Ghana we are leaving behind. I will have kids one day. This is what the Ghana I want them to come and meet. The Ghana that doesn't say anything about us. The Ghana that is dying and falling down. I'm not telling you, Paul. Thank you very much. And I charge the youth.
Thank you very much, sir. You are speaking a lot, but you are making no sense. You are speaking a lot. The reason why these men, these young people have been arrested. Unim the reason why. The reason why NPP4 today. NPP4 etumi etna TV so eka say these young people demonstration I will say arrest you there's a reason and the NPP communicator etumi etna TV so no I can say
these are a few issues that have arisen. One, the protesters who were rounded up and arrested, according to reports, were denied access to their legal counsel. Which,
according to whose report?
According to all reports that have been received from their lawyers, from the press, and even some of their family members who were eventually able to speak to them. And while they were being brought to court, if you heard the news stories or if you heard the protesters while they spoke, because some of them found that their only opportunity to talk. So while they were being brought to court, they were saying the things that had happened. We heard Ama Governor say she had not been given food or water for 2 days. they were not allowed to speak to their lawyers, which is a very basic fundamental human rights requirement in the Constitution. These are human rights violations. These are just a few of the issues which have been reported. So when you say that the only interest of the NPP is in the paraphernalia that were destroyed, it begs the question that what about human rights?
What's human rights?
I've just listed,
they are the ones who are saying it. The protesters. The protesters are the ones saying it. It hasn't been proved by anybody else apart from we are hearing from their report. The lawyers that they say they haven't seen, those are the lawyers telling us that the human rights have been. What's the evidence that what they are saying is true? Why should we take the word of somebody who can take the keys of a police car and run away and throw it away?
Well, we haven't heard from him.
Well, it's the sole group. Why should we take their word over? Well, why should I believe them? Why should I believe them? What is their evidence?
Do you have any reason not to?
I have every reason not to, because obviously they are a group of, in my estimation, they are a group of hooligans who decided to go on a protest and misbehave. So when you come and tell me that the police have sat on your human rights,
did you see the pregnant woman? Did you see the pregnant? Okay, so as I'll tell you, one of the women who was arrested with her husband is pregnant. And she says that she was not protesting; she was just present observing, and she was picked up. She's currently in police custody. All right, while pregnant. Another person who says he was on his way from mass, obviously dressed from church, white kaftan, was also picked up. Though he was constantly screaming on top of his lungs that he was not a protester. He has also been arrested. Okay? You don't see anything wrong with this picture. You think they're all hooligans.
No. I don't see anything wrong with it because they are saying that this is who they are.
There's an MPP communicator. And I blame TV3. They said they were supposed to invite only women. But they invited something to come and sit there because the panel was all women. But TV3 allowed this man to sit with this woman, and they were asking her, say, about time be no jina ho share on ye show, about time awawo. Sa girl yo kasama MPP, wawo so dwan, ukoshe ne mba. Wawo aisa tafre. Onem bema be enson na awo. Ontumi tina bema ba ko ho. But that's not even the issue. Yebusan say your ba, wawo pen. Wa fit pen. Na oba tan na onyema na ogina bebi hwe bia ye chi no oso yemfa no ho oye kromfo efri MPP ni na no a ose o ono ne party flags na ehu hia cha nipa na ye chi omo no efri se omo MPP for omo hu omo so omo ya kromfo omo ye tuturafo e wo se anke bu omo ku omo we ye oba o encham ka jo se TV3 for mo invite ma mo invite ma mo invite man from ma, because this thing is not a woman. I know how a woman looks. I know the features of a woman. I know how a woman looks like oba. Into more de ma ba show ni so a. Mo frɛ Beatrice mo frɛ ɛyɛ emma mo ba bekasa. Ma mo frɛ memma emfrem. Because na adwin mu kran podo ohun ni say oba. Now, me kyerɛ omo me demonstration ade. You see, this is the NPP. Sorry, I'm done with this. You see this one? Individuals who take the law into their own hands and commit such criminal acts, that's vandalism, under the guise of a demonstration must be held accountable and face the full rigors of the law. Where your NPP youth wing, NPP, mebruni nyina, omo mudi enim no say, omo amukoye demonstration no, omo ye hooligans, omo de mrasho omo nsem so se abu omu kumu, se abu omu kumu. Now you see, I was telling you something. On say, Abrante ba kono an interview, no, he was speaking, and when he was speaking, he was speaking. Let me tell you, these young people in Ghana are most of them part of ADA, Democracy Hub, and other pressure groups. Let me tell you, the reason why they are treating you this way is because you don't know what you want. You've lost focus. You know why? When you go out there, each one of you, and I respect each one of you, Saoba Ghana, you people all know that it's either NDC or NPP. And then they're eating our money. And no, whether you like it or not, these two political parties, they will rule Ghana to Yesu Christu Beba. Nothing can change it. So when you go out there and you are frustrated, you should be frustrated about a government that is leading you. You can't go out there and say you are frustrated and you are blaming the opposition. When it happens that way, you give the government in power the opportunity to mistreat you. Because then, now said there's a reason why we voted for you and that we need to make sure you do the right thing. No? The moment you start to open it up and bring opposition and other parties in, the Abain runs behind all political parties are the same. So they will always do what? They will come after you. And you people, what you are supposed to do is to go after the government. Let the government understand. And the more demonstration Namoka and the NDC and the MPP and the NDC flag, your MPP flag, at the end of the day, whether you people like it or not, and your NDC no power. MPP no power. Whether you like it or not, say MPP free power, ebe your NDC. So when you are demonstrating, you are talking about Galamsey. There's only one person in Ghana who can put out a statement at Galamsey Beja in there, and he is the leader of this country, or your NPP. There's a government in power. There is a government in power, a NPP party. So you don't generalize the issue and say we want to fight for Ghana. So NDC, NPP, as we speak today, they are artisanal and you busa questions. When you go to Kenya for demonstration, they were demonstrating against the government. They didn't care about the opposition because at the end of the day, any opposition in taking decisions, no. It is we are demonstrating, politicians, and they'll do no, whether you like it or not, it's going to be NDC or MPP. Baby, MPP for saying no, almost say chrono. Galamsey Akuffo Addo is the only man on the Bawumia to stop every Galamsey in Ghana. So when you go out there, you go after the government. Today, you are who is talking for you? The government in power. All the political speakers for the government, communicators are saying somewhere for. The same NDC is telling you that your fundamental rights are supposed to be respected. But you are on the street saying, say, even though MPP no power, no, NDC is same flag, NDC, they are not the same. If you don't get this right, they will treat you like this. Because I can say, MPP was somewhere for. Send that you treat to or but who is in charge? In 2016, majority of you guys voted for the NPP. In 2020, majority of you guys voted for the NPP. Not NDC in the ballot. Time I'm more to about 2020, not NDC in the ballot. But some of you voted for the NPP. Why? Because you wanted a government. You wanted one party to lead. So if we have a party leading, you don't blame every political party. You blame the party in government. And the communicators say the attorney general should jail all of you because someone will say majority of you don't know what you want. Go to Kenya. Their demonstration was geared towards the government. It was geared towards the president. It was geared towards the party in government. It wasn't geared towards every political party in the country. The moment you open it up, that is what you are facing. And that is the problem you are facing today. If you decide to go after the government of the day, demonstrate against the government, and the government changes, nothing stops you from demonstrating against the next government. The Republic the United States of America party there are pressure groups in America. Say Democrats they are not going to say Democrats no power until only blame Republicans. They stay on Democrats. They tell Democrats that you are doing something wrong and that you need to leave power. Say another party, the Republican bar, these same people will tell the Republicans this is not right, correct this. That's how we build a nation. But you can't go out there and say me who MPP flag, me who NDC flag, and I'm meditating to make my case. Into NDC MPP, why name Ghana?
Hot news all time.
The young man who was speaking and saying they come and eat. We live with the politicians. We live with them in our homes. They are family members. They are people that we live with. We go to church with them. Who should come and rule Ghana? It is one party or the other. It's either NDC or MPP. When you're making your case, make sure you direct your case to the right place. Some would direct case now would be and advantage. You see today, who is speaking for you? Who are the people making sure you are brought out of your jail? It is the NDC. At the internet, NDC are the same. They want you to be out there to speak your mind. You people are allowing these foolish politicians to use you. If you demonstrate against the NPP today, it gives you another right to demonstrate against NDC. That is how it works. You cannot sit and say NDC at the flag, MPP at the all politicians are bad. When you listen to this guy, I feel pity for him because he doesn't really know what he's talking about.
a matter of time before Ghana is destroyed. It's falling down before our eyes. You and I, we know it. Every day, any year, unless we stand up, any year, Ghana is falling. And it's up to you and I to get up and make our minds. And I speak to the person on the street, the person in the market, voting just because they are voting. You don't even know the policies. You ask somebody, you say, as for me, I'm Bawumia, for me, find out. You know what they are coming to do for us. What do they have for us? They don't think about us. They don't want to share the spoils and go. It is the Ghana we are building. This is the Ghana we are leaving behind. I will have kids one day. This is what the Ghana I want them to come and meet. The Ghana that doesn't say anything.
You are just talking. You are talking. You are making noise. You are just making noise. Be focused on something. Be focused on something. So you're MPP, you're NDC. So what do you want to do? Somebody has to rule. Somebody has to come to power. Okay, bro, for nines. It is school now, come. And you're about to see it. And you're party that is about to buy. So you ask yourself. Uti hande kabro for wesere phone mu na akọ school e school there mo e part bi na see school no university akọ e part bi na see. So you ask yourself questions. It does not mean parties in then it means you yourself you don't know who you are. You need to be focused. The government of the day, they have the power to stop Galamsey. Because we are paying these people millions of dollars every month. We are paying Bawumia, we are paying Akuffo Addo, we are paying his cabinet, we are paying his ministers. They are supposed to do their job. Now, wow, you say you have a kid. It means you have a responsibility. Whose responsibility is it to take care of the kid? It is you. Is it your dad's responsibility? No. So every time, your wife, when she gets up, or whoever you have a kid with, will be questioning you. Akwesi, na nkura de sika way. Kwame, na nkura onko busa papa sa oba school fees way, because it's your responsibility. Inti then and the about can say NDC MPP. You have no focus. The government of the day is the problem. And no young people in Africa and in Kenya for our demonstration was unique. It was unique because they had the focus. It does not mean say demonstration say governments they cannot do the same. They can. They are the same people who want the right thing to be done. So guys, be focused a little bit. Know what you want. And the politics because you people are not focused. There's no sense in what you are talking about. There's no sense. You people, why did you vote in 2016, 2020? There's a reason. I didn't want to party govern. Why didn't you do that? Because they cannot all govern at the same time. And they say we need to kick that person out. So why are you making noise? I have friends in that group. I have friends who have been jailed in that group. I have friends. Jail. That does not mean I should make it look like say you need to be focused. You get up. You are living under the leadership of Akuffo Addo, under the leadership of the NPP. So let the NPP understand. Forget this opposition. Opposition what you see? Opposition by OC school, opposition by now you need to say. You people have lost focus. And it's now TV train of free MPP because you people you speak. There's no sense. Yatikroma, look at this. Look at this. Some of you people say it's a cheddar. Near Tikroma. And I'm say MPP, NDC, and I'm say cheddar. China say Occupy Jubilee, fix the country protest all about NDC interest. And the China kwasiampe we group with some NDC for. We keep telling you people, when there's a government in power, you go after the government. When that government leaves, there's another government. You want, if something is not right, you go after the government. That's what you do. You cannot lump them and try and find results. You will not get anything. Kwasia when I'm also a third force, no. Jimmy we na most of third force no and the catch them wa Ghana na mo person be focused on one thing or some nyina mo yankwasa for mo NDC for. Who are you fighting for? And you na most a young man and the ugina bonti demonstration against Galamsey cheda so NDC ni kwasia we mumu bin na mo say oh cheda. This is an embarrassment. He's a filthy idiot or Jimmy. So that's why I keep telling the youth, you people have to be focused, know what you want. Me TV way me be a company, let me tell you, 2012, and I'm be a Loud Silence Media. Along the way, I wanted to do different things. At a point, I decided to focus on one thing. That is how you are supposed to be. Today, they are playing with you people because you don't know what you want. Every pressure group should concentrate on the government. The opposition has nothing that you are going to go after because John Mahama does not have any power in his hand. And yet the NDC don't have any executive power. So you cannot say because of your political party, you are going to lamp them. When you do that, you lose focus. Politicians will play you people. And into na kwasia way, cheddar, catch them or Ghana say, Membunubia and the demonstration at NDC. How did he know? Because also with Jimmy, he does not know how to talk. Me who video be now young girl be busan say na sa usu was car I don't know for MBA Juma. The response to Akrana say na say me ba me ntumi ma chiche sika mamo me ba me chiche misika nyina besa inti sika na me mfa ma. The question the girl was asking you and say so also was sika I don't know from Ghana or Pacho say why don't you go into farming to employ 20,000 young people? Why don't you go to industrialization, something else, to employ 70,000 people? Why are you not investing to make sure the young people you say you want to help? No? Why don't you go into bigger industrial work to get these people employed? But for one year. So I question by no so say me sika no minti me won che me tam sika na me checha ade be chena asa your nkofo mu sika but they invest the money wisely omutumi de boa nipa into which other say wo sika kwasia ko sirem kotu dam na ye efuo irrigation farm na si quarters wo ho na fa nipa 50,000 e ko so munko ye dua adwuma na omumfa enam ubetuma aye cow ubetumi aye ginger ubetuma aye na omumfa aduane na ton bi na fa bi emomwedu kwasia ojun say efo
hot news all time. You are watching Juicy News on YouTube.
It's chada na ekasa asem na kirem. You see, so when he sees you people on the street, who is some way Jimmy? Because some of you will come back and sit on TV and say, I rethink cheddar. Where Jimmy? Oh, cheddar where come for foolish boy way. Oni mi nyansa oni bi. By any Jimmy to say cheddar enyeska. Ye Jimmy or Ghana majority of us are foolish. And it's a boy when I'm Ghana so whisker. A chrome hack will da jail long time. Ubusan say his source of money on people can't. This boy or a fraudster on the Namgana and a Jimmy yes so Jimmy and people, young people like himself are sacrificing to make sure leadership make decisions to favor all of us. No, I quite a few way Jimmy for we catch the Ghana for say young people on the streets. No, they are doing their demonstration to favor a political party. Kwasia we perceive to Abamano. Ye Jimmy. Me say ye Jimmy or Ghana. Nanka join way to metna Ghana so the president. Or join way to metna Ghana say me be the president. So moye democracy hub for no. My advice to you people is you need to be focused. You need to know what you want. And this at this point, you are the people who are supposed to be calling for this government to leave office. Yes. To send a message to the NDC that mobile power, we can do the same to kick you out of power. That is the strength you people should have. That is the power you people should hold. But when you go out there and you are destroying NDC for pictures, you are destroying it, you give NPP some room to hide. Because now, who are you targeting? Who has the power? Because the Akuffo Addo to be general when you say, Ghana, I am the president. Kwasiani and Amabonti demonstrate against the opposition. Why should we demonstrate against opposition?
Abusuafo ne ahwefo emu bi akobade ba Unidek TV so send the day I can already answer betumi emi subscribe button no so no subscribe na for like na wetumi a share no we comment was ne betumi
it's your boy Captain to the Planet. I'm here to talk to you about Unidek TV. Please subscribe to Unidek TV. Subscribe.